Hey gang, it's Ark. Welcome back to Scarcity. This is episode 7, I believe. We are in big trouble. I don't know how we're going to make it through this, if we are. But I'm going to start a fire immediately here. We've got to at least get warmed up and get some tea made, and I'm thinking I may just have to bank on some pretty good luck here. I don't think I can afford to just sit here in this truck and sleep and run myself out of
I need to find some place to escape this
fuel.
cold.
I think at a certain point, you have to trust to luck. Yeah, like just to get warmed up here, we're gonna be in such bad shape. Fuel-wise, let's get a little bit of water in us. I guess I might as well go ahead and start drinking some of these sodas. I'm gonna try to keep my calories high. We're not gonna want to starve for a while here. Got some of those acorns. Yeah, I can't really risk much of this. Wow, really? Feels like only 8 degrees. Well, I guess we're going to have to sleep for an hour. Let's step out. It's plus 16. I don't want to burn my last piece of reclaimed. That's going to last for 2 hours, so... Water-wise, I guess we'll make a little bit of water. Let's go ahead and make a double batch of it. Oh, that's good water. Okay. How much am I carrying? Oh, I got plenty of space because I have no fuel on me. Alright, we'll go ahead and make one batch, sleep an hour, and see where things stand. This is a bad position I've gotten myself into. Oh, it looks like the Aurora ended. That might actually be the saving grace here. Alright, 50 minutes. We still need to warm up. I'm going to sit in the car. We're going to go ahead and do our birch bark conversion here. So I'm going to craft all of these. Wait a minute, I'm confused. Oh yeah, I've got 16. So I should craft 12 worth. A total of 6. That'll take half an hour. And I'm going to ditch my herbal tea. Yeah, we're slowly warming up here. Okay. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. So we've done our conversion and our one normal craft. Let's go ahead and pick this up, and I'm going to get ready to head out here. Looks like a birch bark tea to stay warm. Yeah. Well, I feel like I can still hear the Aurora sounds, but it's also clouded over. Interesting. Well, we're just going to trust to luck here. I'm going to hit as many structures as I can. We'll probably hit the logging camp stuff, and then I can either go to camp office and the cabins on the lake and try to get one of those, or I can go to the unnamed pond cabin and trappers. Alright, let's get in here. Just briefly pass some time in the bed, just to get a little extra warmth. Okay, now we can grab our tea and go. Not going to be quite fully warm, but we got to get moving. Well, we're regaining health. I do have some flares. I think, considering that this run is over, if I don't really make some progress here, I think I will just burn a flare if I see a wolf. Because my health is so low, I can't risk a struggle. Alright, probably worth it to check this train car before we head over to the trailers. Although if I see wolves over there, I will avoid them. Flare is the first thing that pops up when I hit 1. That's good to know. I'm so cold. Wow. Oh, negative 25. Yeah, it's just feeling the temperature off me. Alright, let's step in here real quick. I think we just do one general loot for this whole thing. Oh, we got a 20. All right. That's worth lighting a torch up to see what the deal is. Okay, a book. That'll be useful for fire starting. I guess I could save that to read, but... Wow. This is like less loot than you find on Interloper in here. What a waste of a 20. Can't believe I got a 20 on this and the deer carcass. Alright, we gotta put this out. Can't travel with it. That was not worth it at all. Yeah, and it's easy to fall into the trap and think, oh, well, I wasted my 20 on that when I could have gotten it on the trailer up here. But of course, you have to realize that it was just as likely that I would roll, you know, 3 ones and then a 20, and then by going to that first, that would have gotten me a trailer. All right, I have to at least run here and check these, grabbing every stick on the way. We're going to take some damage. Nothing to be done about it. It's not like I can warm up anyway. In fact, we might just be dead if I cannot get into one of these trailers. Because I'm not even convinced that I can get warmed up at this point. Maybe with enough sticks and that little sheltered area. I don't know if that gives any minor warmth bonus, but it should at least keep me out of the wind. Sorry about the poor visibility. I just have no choice about what I'm doing right now.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Alright, let's see the first trailer. This one on the right here. 19. No dice. This one. 17. And finally. 16. Alright. We're in trouble. I think I just have to grab all the sticks I can from this little hillside and then try to warm up. Then we gotta decide where to go next. I like this. This is good intel, and it's giving me a pretty clear idea. Like, right now, I would say this challenge feels on the edge of possible. Like, it feels like with a little bit more luck, I could do it. Or with maybe a minor tweak to some of the percentages, then I would be able to do it. Alright, negative 27. I think we're just going to have to hope. Let's just see what we can do here. I should have used that book. We'll do that if this fails. We're unlikely to survive long enough to be able to read that book anyway.
Come on, little fire.
Alright, well we have the book for next time, although I might have to burn it anyway. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. Let's see if I can get sheltered. Negative 23. Yeah, this is not working. Good visibility. Let's go grab some sticks. See a rock up there. That is not a wolf. Yeah, I knew when I ended the last episode that it was a bad idea. Alright, what's my best chance here? I guess I could heat a bunch of teas up, get warmed up that way. Let's check this guy. Maybe I'm somehow within... Oh, negative 4. I just need a couple more pieces of fuel. Oh my goodness, we're at 0. Come on. Just give me a stick or something. Alright, I actually need to get like 5 sticks so that I can warm up at a reasonable rate. And then we can come back out for more fuel. Alright, so there's one. 2, 3. Okay, this is enough. 4, 5, and we get a 6th one for free because it's right here. Let's head back. Slightly different route in case we find some more sticks along the way. Nearly out of energy now. You know, I have a lot of the birchbark tea. We could actually get our health back up to, like, I don't know, 30%. And I have a stim still. I should at least stim to one more shelter and see if I get lucky. That could, you know, that has a 5% chance to save the run, basically. Alright, let's throw these on here. Alright, I'm sheltered. Let's roll for the loot here. Okay, so I have almost no energy. Just thinking about what's closer. It's a long road to clear cut. It's really a long road to anywhere. I think my best bet is to go straight to camp office. And then hope that I have enough energy left over. Maybe use my stim if I don't get anything at the camp office to run across the lake and see if I can get one of the cabins. That's not the worst idea. Go and eat some of these acorns too. Give the dog food for now. Can't think of anything useful to do here. I can't leave this little nook. Just pass time. So I'm gonna have to pass time for another 3 hours, which is more than the fire duration. Alright, let's use some teas to get warmed up then. I'm gonna go ahead and use the birchbark teas.
So tired.
I guess I should do this because it'll give me more warmth. Okay, so that's it. We're gonna head out of here as soon as this is done. Yeah, alright. Let's just go straight over to camp office. Trying to think what the best route is to get there. Maybe up the hill and go down the side. Go through the train tracks, and we'll just pull a flare to get past the wolves. I've got 3 flares, which is crazy good. Alright, let's do it. And I can't run. Until I use my stim. I could pull this off. All it takes is a 20 on the camp office or one of the lake cabins. I have no idea what the best way is to get down from up here. Just gonna kind of go with the flow. Am I even going the right way? We'll be able to see exactly where we are once we get up here. Okay, so I want to bear left to the extent possible. Oh, we're back here. Okay. Does this change anything? We're not too far from the tower. Also, isn't the unnamed pond cabin just down there? The thing is, if I do that cabin, it's just one attempt. And then one more attempt at trappers. Now, I think I should stick to my plan. Because we get several attempts if we can make it all the way across the lake, which I think there's a decent chance of. I don't think I can afford to stop for acorns or anything like that. Maybe sticks if I see them. If I can get like 20 sticks, I can have another warm-up fire at some point. Which, let's put this away for now. I could see getting 26 if I gather them from around camp office. Tea ingredients, I'm gonna go ahead and grab them.
My fingers feel numb.
Yeah, so I'd have to walk all the way up there. I don't think I have enough time to do that and check the camp office and get to the lake cabins. So I think we're going straight to camp office now.
Too cold to think.
The wolf over there. This is brutal. Now, one thing I could do that I'm opting not to, because I do have some teas, I could technically just start a very small fire and use teas alone to warm up, but I feel like that's kind of too cheesy to be allowed. I figure I should at least have to make a fire that's warm enough to overcome the ambient temps to be allowed to warm up off of it. So we're probably getting close to that. Oh, negative 29. Maybe if we find a cave or something. I'm going to go ahead and keep picking up sticks. I think, especially if we use the stem, we're going to have enough health to last us until we can start a fire again. Alright, so camp office is one of the loot-rich areas, so we're going to roll just for the ability to use the structure and break down furniture inside it. And then I guess I'll just roll. If we fail that, I'll go ahead and roll outside. I'll just roll a die for the lower area and a die for the upper area. I don't really feel like... Let's go ahead and start the rolls away from it. So this is just to see if I can get into camp office. No, and then lower loot. Nope, and upper loot. Also nope. Alright, let's grab sticks from behind the camp office, and then we're going to the other side of the lake. I have to pop that stem soon. I wasn't able to get enough stuff to warm up with, so I still need to grab sticks. We still have a lot of resources.
You know, looks like I survived another night.
I just need the game to throw me a bone so that I can actually use them for something. Alright. Let's make our way over there. Surprised we haven't hit the low part yet. Okay, so there's 3 cabins there. Looks like maybe 2 there. So go straight to the 3 cabins. We'll get a wolf on us, probably, which is unfortunate. Yep, there we go. We are in danger. Nothing from this fishing hut. I think I'm going to go ahead and just pop a flare in advance. Way I just can ignore the wolves, not have to think about them at all. Alright, let's go ahead and use the stim. The movement is becoming too annoying. Hey, Wolfie. Yeah, you better run. Okay, let's start these rolls. Rightmost cabin, middle cabin, left cabin. Nothing. Okay, I'm not going to worry about any extra stuff. Need to get moving. We got a burned down cabin. Okay, the next cabin up. Not looking good. Alright, let's get this guy to charge us. Get rid of him. That was a mistake. Now he's going where we're going.
God, I could eat a horse.
Yeah. Just come here. Alright, we got one more shot at it, and
Lay
then...
down and have a little sleep right here.
I guess if this fails, we can go use this flare to start a fire in the fishing hut. After grabbing all the sticks from this slope here. But... seems likely that this run is over. I could actually see coming back from this and surviving for 50 days if I hit a 20 here. Alright, moment of truth. Oh, it was so close. I actually thought it was going to happen for a second there. Alright. Hey, do you have anything in the backpack for me? Nope.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Well... let's grab a bunch of sticks. I'm going to go out to that hut, start a fire, and see how things look. Probably drink a birch bark tea out there. Okay, that should be enough sticks. Let's grab a couple more. Kind of want to get out there before I freeze to death, or before I get back down into the 10% range. Let's say this hut, I roll a 20 on this hut, and it has a bedroll in it. And some wood. Is there any way that allows me to live? Maybe. Alright, what's the state of this hut? We got nothing. So, no loot. Let's go ahead and start a fire.
Come on, little fire.
It's hard to shake the feeling that I'm simply prolonging the inevitable here.
Perfect.
Need every bit of warmth I can get. Okay, it looks like that's going to be enough. I'm going to drink at least one of these now, just to get the health regen started. Let's see, how many more do I have? I have 3 more on top of this. So I still have some life in me. Let's get another one of those going and go ahead and drink that as well. Barely warm. I'm really tempted to start talking about the changes that I'm going to make for the next attempt at this. Because I am ready to... I think I'm going to leave the loot at 5%, but change the way it's rolled. And actually change the shelter rarity to 10%. Because the shelter rarity was a bit more brutal than I was anticipating. But we'll see. Trying to think if there is a... Let's go ahead and get rid of this bad flare so I'm not carrying that around. I've got the energy drink. I forgot about the energy drink. Let's see what else I'm carrying around that I forgot about. Let's go ahead and eat these. I can't afford to take starvation damage. I've got 2 more flares. I've got the energy drink, which will allow me to run a little bit on my way to my next destination. I need a warm interior. I got enough water. Let's pick this up for now. I got all this useless oil and flour and oats that I'm never going to find tools to cook with. Okay, so the way I see it, I can either go see if I can get lucky with the lower dam. Unfortunately, the lower dam, even if it's warm, won't give me a place to sleep. Or I can try to make it all the way across. All the way across to those fishing huts. Sorry, all the way across to the unnamed pond cabin and or trappers. Although what's closer is the lookout. I think the lookout is the closest thing at this point. I don't think I can make it all the way to trappers. Plus 24, it feels like 9, so it's negative 15. And that's not counting the wind. And I don't have any fuel. Yeah, this is not looking good. Alright, the lookout is the closest warm shelter. I think I'm going to go for that. There's no point in sitting around here. I'm not going to get anything done here. Let's make one more of these and head out. guess I'll go ahead and prep that. That'll make them lighter. Yeah, the one advantage to sitting around there was it was going to give me, it was going to bring my health up, which would make this walking better. But our health will slowly go up as we travel here. It looks like this might turn into a blizzard and just end my run. I don't believe that I can make it all the way to the lookout before I get cold again. I got the energy drink. Where did that wolf go? Okay, did we check this? I'm gonna risk going back to this and checking this hut just to see if I get lucky with some items in here. Oh, of course not. Alright, I guess I'll mark it. Alright, so we gotta go this way. I guess it doesn't really matter when I use that energy drink. Let's go ahead and use it now. One of the really crazy things that I love about how this is turning out to end is that it still feels like I could make it. Like, I still think as long as I'm able to make it up to that tower before I lose my life, I'm actually going to use one of these flares just for a little extra warmth. It gives me like +3.
Damn, I'm freezing.
We got frostbite. That is the least of our concerns. Oh, it almost feels like I could make it over to Trappers. I think I just have to go for the closest shot. Trappers would be so much more powerful because it's a lot easier to harvest wood from nearby. I think I have exactly one shot at this though, and then we're done.
Whew. Sure getting cold.
So it's interesting that food ended up not being the main issue. It was definitely firewood. Well, and lack of shelter. Those two things in combination.
I think I need to lie down.
One of the things I'm realizing is that adjustments made to one area are going to have a major impact on the other areas. So for example, if I do increase shelter up to 10%, like I'm talking about, I'll probably find a lot more of them and be in positions where I can warm up or, you know, sleep for the night without needing to spend my fuel. And so then fuel will become much easier to deal with. And especially later on, like if I survive long enough to actually find a hatchet, then that will make fuel so
so
much
cold.
easier to the point that I may not even need the extra shelters. So, it's interesting. Just like the normal game, the issue is that it's so front-loaded. All the hard part of the game is in the first few days, and then once you find the things that you need, the game gets so much easier that it stops being as much of a challenge. Alright, are we gonna make it? Not clear. I don't have any fuel, so I'm gonna walk all the way up to the top
To close my eyes.
and then roll the dice. Because this is it. The run lives or dies based on this, and to be honest, I quite possibly die even if I make it in here, but... Alright, let's do it. Is it good? Oh, one, of course. Look at that nice warm bed in there. And there's like a sewing kit. What else do we have? Another book. Some canned food. Don't see a bedroll. Oh, is there a hatchet in there? Sometimes there's a hatchet in here. I don't see one. Alright, Astrid, you tried your best. Just sit down outside here. Starting to feel warm again.
Can you eat trees?
Well, 22 locations. That's not very many. Alright, so I'm going to think some more between episodes. I definitely think that it might be a little bit frustrating to watch with the extremely low numbers. So what I'm leaning towards right now is bump the shelter up to 10%. So that would be on a 19 or a 20. And I'm also thinking that a way to kind of stretch the loot rolls out a little bit without actually increasing the amount of loot that's available, because I feel like it's just about right. Like the amount of loot that I can get is almost just right. So I'm thinking what I might do is for the houses that have multiple rooms, so anything larger than like a one-room trailer, what I might do is make the roll give me something on an 18, a 19, or a 20. And so the way I would do that is a 20 gives me half of the loot inside, and an 18 or a 19 gives me 1/4 of the loot inside. And so that altogether would still add up to an average of 5% loot, but it would sort of smooth out the loot a bit. And then, of course, obviously on a 19 or a 20, I would also get the shelter itself. I'm also not really happy with the quest system because I thought that with all the cars and the corpses, I would average maybe 1 to 2 quests per region. But after seeing just how few there were in Coastal Highway, I mean, obviously I got a little bit unlucky, but I feel like maybe I should bump that up as well. So I might make it a 19 or a 20 for quests as well. So bump quests to 10%, shelters to 10%, leave loot at 5%, but smooth it out a little bit. I think those are the changes that I'll make. Because of my recording schedule, I can't really get too much feedback on this immediately because I need to record the next episode before this one is published. I just don't have enough time to do it otherwise. But certainly still leave your feedback. I did get some really valuable feedback before that helped to shape my ideas for the new rules. All right, well, I guess this episode will be coming out on Monday, so Wednesday, we'll see if the third time is the charm. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching.